Okay, howdy. Quick little video here with this is a GoPro type camera, so it's not going to be fantastic, but I just wanted to give you a quick look at this little knife. This is a Eafengrow EF335. Comes in this box here. As you can see there, it's a nice little box. Came pretty well packaged. It had 2 plastic bags around it like that. This is a Microtech clone, Microtech Marafione or whatever, kind of like a Strider type, I don't know, that collab. Pretty nice little knife. Couple little drawbacks, but the quality of manufacture is perfect on it. And what's really cool is, believe it or not, for the price, I paid 30 bucks for this. And look at this. With that, you get the special tool for these little screws and for the pivot screws on this, which I think they charge $20-30 just for this tool and on a lot of sites, and you get that with this knife, and this knife's around 30 bucks. So it's got the proprietary screws, but let's there it is, opened up. Now I have shined this knife up a little bit with some semi-chrome, which is like flitz. So it didn't come out of the box quite this shiny, but you can see the quality of the grind and everything on there. This is actually a pretty beautiful blade. It's a pocket clip. I wish it had the arrow on it, but it doesn't. But the quality of manufacture of this blade's fantastic. It's about a 3.6 inch blade, I would say. Overall weight is just under 5 ounces, right around 5 ounces. It's actually relatively light because the G10, the handles are G10, and they do have some liners in there, but they're pretty thin steel, so it's probably lighter than the titanium version of this knife would be. One drawback I've got on this, one complaint, is this lock bar here. As you can see, the lockup's very good on this. It's right at 10%, which is awesome. And it's a good lock, but man, I'm telling you what, it's pretty stiff to unlock. It's got a little teeny bit of a porch swing squeak to it occasionally, which I don't like. It kind of annoys me. It reminds me of a one of those piece of crap Emerson knives I bought one time. Kind of squeaked like a porch swing like that, but it's probably just the lock bar is making a little bit of a noise there, but you can barely hear it. I'm being a perfectionist here, so, but it's a beautiful knife. It's well made. Materials are good. D2 steel. It's D2 steel and very good quality G10. Like I said, that lock bar, if you're unlocking your knife 2 or 3 times a day, it's not going to bother you. But if you get a brand new one and you keep unlocking it, this thing is really stiff, so it hurts your thumb. After about 15 or 20 times, your thumb's going to start hurting. So, or maybe I'm just a pussy. That could be too. I've been accused of that. So, of course, that lanyard did not come with it, but it's got an orange back spacer, very nicely milled. Everything fits great. So other than the lock bar being a little stiff and hard to move over, the centering is very good. Might be just a skosh to the left on this, but that's splitting hairs. It's pretty dang close to perfect. And opens well. Never had this type of knife before with these thumb studs, these custom thumb studs. I'm going to tell you something. I love these thumb studs because I have short thumbs, and most thumb studs on most knives is less than comfortable and hard for me to get a good purchase on them and get them to work. But these thumb studs with this texturing, it's got real aggressive texturing on them, and of course it doesn't hurt, but it just really works good for me. I'm really able to open the knife quickly and well. It's probably my favorite thumb studs ever. Yeah, I really like the thumb studs. But beautiful knife. For 30 bucks, I'd say you cannot go wrong here, folks. I really don't want to run the supply out on them, but I'm telling you right now, this is one fine blade for what I paid for it. You could easily pay this exact knife, these materials, you could easily pay $100 for this knife and not get stung. I could even see you paying $120, $130 for a knife like this, of this quality. It's a very nice blade. So I'd run out there and buy them up while you can. Very impressed, very impressed. And I was shocked it came with this tool. Like I said, this tool is almost worth what I paid for the whole knife. Okay, so it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and talk about this all night. And some of these people go on with reviews and get out their micrometers and give you all the micro measurements of these. I'm not going to do that, folks. I'm not that kind of dude. I'm not that guy, okay? But the quality of manufacture is top notch. Materials are top notch. Price is outstanding. The grind on it's beautiful. You could spend $200 on a blade and not get any better grind than this. Now sometimes these Chinese clones will come in, they might have a little scratch on them. Of course, I get those on my American-made knives too. I've bought a couple Brouses that, to be real honest with you, were blemishes. They shouldn't even have been sold as new. But I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to slam on old Brous, but I'm going to tell you right now, this beats the hell out of the Brous blades I've bought. The only Brous I'm really happy with I bought was a Silent Soldier, but for some reason I've been very unlucky and got some pretty poorly. I bought one Brous, the grind has a big old divot in it that's the size of a quarter, and it's deep. It's like 1/8 of an inch deep divot. Now how in the hell you do something like that with CNC machines of today, I do not know, and for him to sell it as new is beyond me. But like I said, as you can see, I got a little resentment against Brous, but because they're less than helpful when you want to return something too. I found that to be true with other American blade makers. Had my problems with Emerson too. But this isn't about that. But I would say as long as you can find a blade of this quality for $30, personally, you know, if you got money in the bank, I wish I could buy 10 or 15 of them and just give them away to friends, because this is an awesome blade. I've got 2 or 3 blades now made by this company, and they're all really nice blades. I have one that's kind of a ZT clone. I don't know which ZT model it is, but man, the grind on that knife is beautiful. But this knife's beautiful too, as you can see. I've got some fingerprints on it now, but that's what happens when you get shiny steel. You get fingerprints. The quality of the G10 is top notch, fantastic G10 on here. Very, very nice G10. It's contoured, just great. All these edges here are machined and very rounded off smooth. I'm serious, folks. You could pay almost $200 for this knife with these materials and you would not be getting screwed, okay? So it is what it is. I recommend that you go out and buy one of these immediately. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.